What is going on, guys? PoliticsGaming here, and today I am doing a new live stream. This is going to be a brand new game that I am going to be playing. I'm gonna go ahead and mess with the audio settings right here. So this is Arms Race, the Cold War era. This was a game that was basically given to me by Alina Digital. Thank you very much, Alina Digital. So basically, this game is actually a RTS game in which basically you are supposed to play either the United States or the Soviet Union, and basically you are supposed to take over the world ideologically. You're supposed to gain new allies. You're supposed to basically just go throughout the world, and really that's all you really do. So I'll explain more once I get in the game. It's so you have several options right here of people you can play as, and it all affects your stats in the game. So you got as the United States, you have President Harry Truman, President Kennedy, you have President Nixon, and then you have President Reagan. As the Soviet Union, you have Joseph Stalin, you have Nikita Khrushchev, you have Leonid Brezhnev. This is Khrushchev, here's Brezhnev, and then you have Mikhail Gorbachev, the last leader of the Soviet Union, and then he was actually the president of the Soviet Union for a couple of years. So, as that, you have these options in which you can play historical, or you can play economic-based, you can play militaristic-based, or you can play diplomatic-based. One of the weird things about this game is that it does, and I kind of learned this from someone else, and it is pretty obvious. If you look at that, so the suits are actually pretty similar. So Truman's wearing something that Joseph Stalin would wear. Kennedy is wearing something that Khrushchev would wear. So all of these are completely similar. So that's kind of weird. However, I mean, it's a pretty interesting game, and I've actually had a couple of rounds at this. It's pretty weird to try to get into, and I tried to get into it pretty quick to prepare for this live stream. However, it is pretty fun. So I'm going to actually play Nixon, as I actually do play pretty good as Nixon. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So anything else I need to change? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and launch. As for the newness of this game was made in late 2017. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on pause. So as you can see, we already have war breaking out in the Koreas. I've actually had a really hard time trying to play this, as to how to beat North Korea. And get them under the sphere of influence. However, I do think it's possible to do that after the whole thing is over and done with. So I actually activated in the industrialization, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and put some money into ground facilities. I am going to put resources. I'm actually gonna go after the new way of India. So let's see what else, and then I am going to put. Okay, so we have nuclear bombers, like the Mark 7 Thor. We have the MGM-5 Corporal missile, and these are all actually nuclear weapons. Here's the Atlas missile, the first operational ICBM. Yeah, we have the Polaris missile. We have the USS George Washington. We have the Poseidon missile. We have the Minuteman. We have the Ohio-class submarine, and then we have the Missile Defense Agency. I don't know how that actually works in-game, but I'm going to go ahead and put my points into ground and air. So all of those are going to start benefiting our own. So what I want to start doing, I want us to start going after Benelux, Norway, Ireland. So that's 3 possible areas that we can actually benefit to come to our side. Portugal is going to be another one. What my goal is going to be is that I'm going to start doing everything to try and get my side to start growing. The Soviet Union is probably going to beat out South Korea in this game. However, I could just go after them again. See, like, their influence is going to stay the same unless the Soviet Union starts building it up. However, something I can do, and that I have done, is I can go after East Germany. Which I actually got a achievement for this. How much is this game? This game is about $7 on... Alright, and then I'm also going to go after Israel. Something else I also want to do. Let's see where our spies are. Let's go ahead, because there may be possible revolutions, and then we want to... Oh yeah, we also want to hit these guys, because we have to get their instability up in order to get our points up. No, I cannot invade Syria. I can actually not invade in this game. This is literally just trying to spread your influence and trying to overtake your enemy. And the only people you can actually play in this game is the Soviet Union and the United States. I do actually want to thank Alina Digital for them emailing me and for actually putting me on the Steam and all of their social media. They did a lot of advertising for me, and I really thank you guys for this. Okay, let's see what's over here. Would you like to support the local government? Yes, I would. So I can go over here. I just don't know how to outbeat other areas which wars actually are already going on, or the Soviet Union actually already has a presence in. Okay, let's keep going. Ireland. 72, the Benelux. Alright, so let's try something. I'll try something later. But apparently I can actually... Hang on. How close are we? We're 12 out of 50. Okay, so now let's start putting resources into sea and nuclear weapons. New wave India, so we're going to be able to start getting India to start coming toward us. They would be a big play for us to actually get them to be on our side. And I can start going after China. China's going to be a big influence that I'm going to try to get. And it looks like North Korea did take over South Korea, so that is unfortunate. One of the quickest ways I've actually been able to beat this game is actually just to go after the USSR themselves, which is probably something that I am going to do. Once I really start to pick up the pace on how I'm playing, I'm actually just going to go after the Soviet Union themselves. I do want to actually announce something right now. There is a giveaway that's going to be held in this live stream. So guys, if you want to do that, I want you guys to, which I actually was supposed to figure out something that you guys are supposed to do to actually get this live stream, to actually do that. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say that whoever is the closest to predict global influence will be the winner. I can tell you now that I'm probably not going to be... I'm probably not going to be able to get my global influence, what I'm going to be doing. So I might have a lower influence than the Soviet Union. I have a higher right now, but soon enough it could be lower. So that is something that you guys want, that I want you guys to pay attention to. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and start putting money into spies and diplomats, because I'm really going to need those. Portugal, Ireland, 75. 77, 79, and then 81. So I'm really close to getting Ireland on my side. Or, actually, here's the giveaway terms. If you guys can predict how many countries I can actually get on my side, then that person will be the winner of the giveaway. Alright, I'm out of diplomats. That's unfortunate. So every single time I get resources, I need to start pouring more and more into... So basically how you do play this game is actually, the way you play it is actually, all you really do is that you really want to concentrate on building your influence. So that's how you build your influence, is that you just come here and all you really do is that you just really just keep adding influence to other countries. Continue to destabilize those countries. And the quicker you do it, the faster you're going to be able to build your influence. So as you can see, the Soviet Union doesn't seem to have gotten any other countries except for North and South Korea. So we're sitting here at 21 and 24. New Way of India has completed, so I have 30 extra influence in India that I am going to be able to use to get them to my side. They are a total of 4 score, so I am going to be able to, oops. I accidentally just got West Germany to go away. So continue pouring resources into military funding, and I'm also going to put more money into launches, so I will be ahead of the Soviet Union. So the faster I actually do that, yes, I am still doing the giveaway. The giveaway is active now. So, again, the terms of the giveaway is that I am going to, whoever can predict how many countries I can actually get on my side, these are the countries that I have on my side right here. Whoever can predict those, looks like Hungary has actually gotten out of the Warsaw Pact. So that is actually, looks like my resources are actually, I am unable to actually provide more support to the Hungarians. So that is actually unfortunate. If I lose, then I lose. So that's just going on in the Soviet Union themselves. That wasn't even me. Try not to kill the world as usual. Oh yeah, totally. Whoa. Oh, that was a test of a nuclear weapon. So it looks like we did conduct a nuclear test, and we now have a brand new nuclear weapon. Let's go ahead and invest 1 point to get more nuclear weapons, or to invest in growth so we can get more money. 177 to 185. I'm gonna go ahead and invest another point to try and get my GNP up. And let's see the situation in Hungary. The Soviets are definitely beating out my forces, so we're not going to be able to get the Hungarians there. So they're probably going to be able to come back, or go back toward the Soviet Union. But we're going to be able to get Ireland on our side. I don't know whose nuclear weapon that was. I think that was the Soviets. Training for so-called astronauts, people who travel into space. Alright, we're definitely close to... We're definitely kicking a lot of ass in the aspects of these. I'm going to go over here to India, continue adding influence to India, and then also continuing to destabilize them. Okay, so... I'm going to add another spy to Ireland. Indochina. Indochina is probably going to fall to the Soviets. They're a lost cause. I'm not going to go after them. Alright, we just installed a new government. We're preparing for a revolution to break out in Ireland. Okay, so I'm going to invest every military resource that I have. Max amount of military resources. So, I'm going to let that happen. I'm going to keep track of it. All right, let's continue adding influence to India. Try to get them on our side. Once we get India on our side, I'm also going to be adding influence to China and spies to China. I'm going to go ahead and invest the max amount of spies because I really want to concentrate on trying to get China on our side. Let's continue. And it's almost 1960, so we're going to be able to have new areas of investment. Support local nationalists. Yes. However, I'm going to influence France because France is historically they actually did leave the Western Pact, and they did not actually fully join NATO back until 1970 or actually 2009. Very interesting fact about France. Yeah, let's continue adding. I'm going to go ahead and simultaneously go after these areas. Looks like we did develop the Thor rocket. Will there be the Vietnam War? Possibly. Let's go to 1970, Warsaw Pact, economic boost, East Timor, Berlin Crisis, French Question, colonial legacy. These guys are definitely possibly going to start the Vietnam War. So guys, I mean, if you guys want a free giveaway for this game, please put your guesses on how many countries I can actually influence. And Soviet influence removes USA. Okay, so I got that. We actually are researching way more than the Soviets. Okay, and then add influence to India. Look, yep, Indochina just went communist. Okay, so we are now 2 behind from the Soviets. I'm going to continue to destabilize those regions. And put spies in there. We need to destabilize them. We're also going to add some... Vietnam isn't classed as a nation in this. It's all just classed as Indochina unless if it splits later. White House, South Korea, red. South Korea, the game starts out as the Korean War is actually breaking out, but the South Koreans actually unfortunately lost the war. So, it looks like they are actually at war. I'm unable to add more resources, so I can't really influence them. Okay, support a riot. And continue to influence India. What is going on, Nesselblatt? And what is going on, Wireless Gamer? And the Soviets are just now... Yeah, I'm going to put more resources into space. Let's go ahead and see our revenue and expenditures. Okay, so we're good on that. It's almost 1960. I am going to invest more resources in nuclear weapons. Let's go ahead and check our money again. We just launched the first satellite. We are now ahead in world influence, which is a first. We are now close to getting Portugal on our side. We need to get people in. Okay, we are close. We're gonna go ahead and start concentrating heavily on India. Soon enough, we could actually concentrate on getting East Germany on our side. There was another nuclear test. I did not catch on who was the initiator of that nuclear test. Okay, we are close to getting India. The Benelux is close. We're gonna go ahead and try to get the Benelux on our side. And then Portugal is about to switch, so we're about to get a couple people on our side. Oh, looks like the Soviets are probably investing more into... Okay, Brazilian coup d'etat. Colonial legacy. I'm gonna go ahead and select all of these before the Soviets actually select them. Okay. And let's continue destabilizing India. I also need to continue to add influence. Once I get India on my side, I'm actually gonna start influencing China. Because India and China are the most score in this game. Okay, we now need 2 more spies to actually get India to flip. Okay, let's go ahead and put more money into that. And then... Okay. Okay, so we're really close to getting India on our side. It's basically like a load of smaller nations killing themselves. There's no real way to actually go to war, except there is a possibility that I can actually nuke the Soviet Union. However, I am not familiar with how that works. U.S. conducts successful tests of nuclear weapon. Alright, we just switched India, so we're gonna add full military resources to the region. That sounds worse than I wanted it to. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and start influencing China. Trying to get China on our side. Okay, so nuclear power is now half-half. So we're gonna start destabilizing China. Also gonna simultaneous... Oops. New government, we just switched the Benelux. Alright, now we just switched Portugal. Add full military resources. Spain, I can probably go after. Norway, I can go after Norway. I'm actually pulling this off way better than I actually have ever done it before. $78, and then once I get that, we'll actually get Norway on our side. So we are now leading the world in how many nations are actually on our side. Okay, so we need 1 more support riot, and then we can install a new government. Oh, we need to add full military resources to Norway because a revolution just broke out. It's like the fighting is in the southern part of the country where Oslo is concentrated. So we need to keep watch of that area. However, I am confident that we can actually win that. Okay, let's check this. Okay, Okay, so we are going after 2 of them. I don't know if it just does it at random or... Okay, so let's go ahead and add resources to China. It's actually not letting me do anything. Okay. I thought it was broken for a second. Hungary. Let's start going after Hungary. And put some spies in the area. And let's go after Italy. (21 to 28). I'm about to start leading the Soviet Union for influence in China. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I really need to start putting more... When is the... I can actually get an achievement if I actually get to the moon before 1970. Right here, Hubble Space Telescope. Okay, so if I start going after them... Okay, so I just got the Berlin Crisis, 90 opposition in East Germany. Let's see what we can do with East Germany. Still very high. I'm gonna start going after China. Support a riot in the People's Republic. Ooh. Oh, I can't click on Taiwan. I can click on the Philippines? Oh, that's Southeast Asia. Oh, I can actually influence Southeast Asia. Alright, we are now leading for influence in China. Very, very good news for our part. I'm going to go ahead and invest more resources in military production. We're going to go ahead and put that to a production value of 4. And we're going to go ahead and put more into diplomats, because diplomats are what we need to continue building influence throughout the world. Okay, so we are very close to getting Italy on our side. We're going to go ahead and solidify to make sure that they're as unstable as possible. If no one is really going to make any predictions, I will just go ahead and give the game code to anyone at random. So if no one is going to make any guesses to that, then I will pick a random winner for the free game code to the Cold War era. Alright, we now are putting a new government into Italy, except a revolution is about to break out that just now broke out. However, at the same time, we're going to go ahead and start installing more influence into the People's Republic of China. We're going to go ahead and try to get that as high as we can, while also simultaneously US first spacewalk. So we just simultaneously like launched rockets to get 2 men into space to do a spacewalk. I think the Soviets were actually first because they actually did that beforehand. So the local Communist Party in the streets throughout the city in East Germany. Millions of people become poor. Opposition 50 in Poland. Poland could probably be a good thing to try and flip. However, China is actually worth more, so I'm going to go after them. 0. Wow. Smart man. By the end of the live stream, I will pick a winner. Once we get China, I'm really going to be confident that I'm going to be able to go after the Soviet Union, or I could just like really pick them off one at a time. I'll go ahead and add more military resources to Southeast Asia. support a riot in the People's Republic. So continue building that influence. We are close to getting to Prague Spring. Czechoslovakia leaves the Soviet alliance. I'm going to go ahead and put more resources into nuclear weapons. We are now almost about to research the MGM-5 Corporal missile, which is the first guided weapon authorized by the United States. The Soviet Union conducts a successful nuclear test. I'm going to go ahead and put more, and then I am going to put more in the launches. John F. Kennedy Space Center, solar panels. Poland, Denmark is now in a revolution. Okay, we're gonna go after Denmark. Try to get them on our side. Well, the Soviet Union just put full military resources into Denmark. We're gonna go ahead and continue to put more people into China. I'm also gonna simultaneously concentrate on Denmark. You're going after Chinese, probably a little kid at this point. Oh, come on. Alright guys, sorry about that. Continuing to add influence, so it looks like the Soviet Union did pick up Central America and Venezuela. They also picked up West Africa and the Congo. However, we are still going after China, so, and then we are also picking up several countries in the mix. Denmark is as good as ours, though. I can start eating away at the Warsaw Pact. U.S. conducts nuclear test. We are very close to getting China to flip. Once you get China to flip, it's actually going to be pretty safe. I'm actually going to test something out. I think this is the amount of points for all the countries that I've actually been able to flip. Like 2 score. Yeah, I think that's actually what it means. It's country score. So it's actually right here. 33 score to 31 score. Okay, so the Soviets just flipped another country. Actually, I flipped another country. But the Soviet Union has actually taken over pertaining to global influence, but we are ahead of them according to country score. However, we are very close to getting China to actually flip. Czechoslovakia has now fallen into a revolution. I cannot add any more military units. Something that sucks about this game is that it doesn't fully explain why it works the way it does. So it doesn't tell me like you cannot add more military units into Czechoslovakia because of this reason, which I think its reason is because I don't have them switching into a government for me. So they're actually a stronghold for the Soviet Union, so that is why the Soviet Unions actually have the advantage. What I am going to do, I'm going to fund the living hell out of that. We're going to try to get to the moon first. The Soviets just put someone over into lunar orbit, so I need to get to the moon first. Senegal, oh that's Central Africa. Okay, so we're going to continue adding spies to China. We're going to try to see if we can get them to flip. And after that, I'm really going to start pumping out the living hell into the Soviet Union. We're going to aim to win this game. Almost there. We need 2 more diplomats. We're also going to invest in the growth. And new government, we just put a new government into China, so we're going to go ahead and invest full military resources to try and defend that area. China has also fallen in a civil war, so they are going to fight it out. However, we are now in the advantage. We're definitely going to try and hang on to China. However, Czechoslovakia has actually turned to the Western Pact. They're now a part of us. So we're going to go ahead and start hammering down into East Germany, and we're going to take the Warsaw Pact. And we are going to spread our ideology. We are now ahead of the Soviet Union in Europe, except the Soviet Union is definitely holding on to South Africa, or the African continent, which is very unfortunate. However, we are now in the advantage to hold them back, to actually initiate containment. At the same time, we're going to go ahead and start initiating Operation Autism, in which we are going to try and get the Soviet Union to actually collapse. So we're going to be investing heavily into diplomats. We're going to go ahead and keep our military might over there. And then we're also going to try and concentrate on getting Southeast Asia to come over to us. However, we're going to continue to invest more and more resources into the Soviet Union. Czechoslovakia is definitely on our side. So it is very good. Take East Africa. East Africa, yes. Yeah, we can bite out their influence in that region. So I guess who has more spies in one area is actually able to eat away at their countries. We're gonna get Israel to switch to us. We're also going to invest more. We are about to do Apollo 8, Apollo 11. I don't know if the Soviet Union has already landed on the moon. We're also going to invest in the growth. Oh, East Africa has actually gone neutral. They're heavily unstable. East Africa has just fallen into revolution. Oh crap, we just lost China. Crap. We're gonna have to make them unstable again. Okay, so we're gonna start investing massively to take down the Soviet Union directly, and we're gonna win. Maybe I can get their stability all the way down. Okay, so I have East Timor on the move. So it's Southeast Asia, that is. We just lost all of our... I don't know why all my diplomats keep disappearing in China. 79. Let's keep building influence in the Soviet Union. This is a pretty fun game as RTSs go. It's quite the challenge. East Africa, Soviet Union just took East Africa. So we need to go after the Soviet Union. Try and get them to... oh no, revolution just broke out in Turkey. I'm gonna invest full military resources to try to keep the Soviets back. So Soviets might actually take Turkey. We're gonna try and get that to... Oh man, I want to kill myself. Benelux is falling in a revolution. Spain has fallen in a revolution. Southeast Asia, I'm not gonna go after them. I'm just gonna go after the Soviet Union for now. I'm gonna try to get Spain on my side before the Soviets can actually At the same time, I'm actually gonna invest all 3 points into diplomats, try and get come on, come on, come on, come on. I need one more diplomat. It's not letting me click it. I need to... Okay, new government. Oh, finally. So, keep the Soviets back there. Then, come over here. Invest, invest, invest. Let's go ahead and keep... take down the Soviet Union. And let's also keep the Soviets back in Spain. Soviet object lands on Venus for the first time. What kind of nuclear bomb do we have now? We have the Atlas. We're very, very near the Polaris. Let's check the situations in Spain and the Benelux. Okay, Benelux is now ours. We're gonna keep going after first American sets foot on the moon. We just did it. So we just beat the Soviets to the moon. 1977, almost 10 years after the first guy actually went there. Here's Iran. Rise of the Ayatollah. Okay. What's going on in Spain? We got like 10 diplomats. We're gonna invest all of them into the Soviet Union and try to take them out. Alright, we are very close to this. It's not letting me initiate riots in China, so I'm not able to actually destabilize them anymore. Again, one of the criticisms I actually have with this game is that it doesn't explain anything well. So, like, I think there should be a solid timer, like cooldown time for, because I have like 14 of these. I could be investing all of these guys into the Soviet Union. I think there should be a timer that shows how long it's gonna take before you can actually add another person. However, I'm actually going to redistribute these guys. Okay, so now it's letting me doing that. So I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna go here, here, and here. I'm gonna start redistributing all of the points that I'm getting. However, stability in the Soviet Union is actually okay. New government. We'll go ahead and invest full military resources in Israel. Israel is now in a civil war. We are now outbeating influence in the Soviet Union. Okay, and on. I'm gonna drop Turkey because I don't know what's going on in Turkey. I don't even know why there's a revolution going on there. I can't even support a parade. See, that's one of the frustrating things about this game. It doesn't explain a lot of things well. So, yep, Turkey just fell to the Soviets. But I'm gonna go after the Soviets in their own game. I'm gonna support. What's going on in Israel? What's going on? Okay. Czechoslovakia just fell to the Soviets. The Soviets are now ahead of us in countries. So this is about prime time for us to try and take out the Soviets. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, invest heavily into spies, because we're not going to be able to take the Soviet Union out the rate we want to. Flyby of Mars, Soviet people celebrate this momentous occasion in the streets of Moscow. Southeast Asia. Guys, if you guys actually want to support me, go and support me on Patreon. Patreon is a very good way to support me. Whenever I get 5 patrons who are giving me $5 a month, I will lands on Venus for the first time. Whenever I get 5 patrons that give me $5 a month, I will make an exclusive Snapchat feed, or Instagram feed. So that is actually going to be something that's going to be really cool. So guys, go support me on Patreon, or just do a one-time super chat, whichever is fine. So yeah. Star Wars. August Pooch. Tiananmen tanks. Hunt for the Red October. Support riot. Propel heavier objects into space. Unify their unity with the Soviet government, showing their support of match and pro-government parades. Solar panel for use in their space program. Pakistan just fell to the communists. Dang, we need to take out the Soviets really fast. I suck at this game, y'all can tell. Alright, we are very close to toppling the Soviet government. Soviets are ahead of us. Another thing that's kind of weird is how it has the Confederate flag. It doesn't make a lot of sense right there. I'll make a review, honestly, probably after this. I'm gonna make a full-on review, and I think the company will actually probably support me. I mean, they're actually a really cool company. Max, the guy who actually contacted me, is a pretty cool guy, and so guys, I think you should actually go and support this company. And stuff like that. But yeah, I think after this I will actually create an official PG review. So we are very close to getting the Soviet government to topple. After this, I will actually play Power and Revolution, because I am actually wanting to play some Power and Revolution. I'll continue my United States gameplay. And then soon enough, maybe tonight, possibly, I will create a review for this game, and, you know, short and sweet, 10 minutes. Not too bad. Gonna get my influence as high as possible, and I am going to try and get... We have a lot of diplomats. It's not letting me riot. See, this is one of the frustrating things about this, especially whenever you're trying to go after the Soviet Union, is that it's not letting me... Oh, there we go. Soviet Union just collapsed, but here we go. Game 1. Alright. Guys, this was pretty fun. Guys, if you liked this, please go support the company. Unfortunately, it does not look like I actually was able to get anyone to try and participate in the campaign for the giveaway. However, I'll go ahead and give it out at random. I will announce it on my Twitter. I will announce who won the giveaway on my Twitter. Please just go to my Twitter if you want to figure out who won, which does not seem anyone is interested in it, but I will probably just give out the code at random. So guys, thank you guys so much. If you guys want to participate in the giveaway, please go to my Twitter right now. I'm going to go ahead and get on my Twitter, and I am going to create a post. I'm going to give you guys the link to my Twitter. And if you guys are interested in participating in the giveaway, please go to that link. Please comment or retweet one of my posts, and I will enter you into the giveaway, and then I'll pick the winner for that giveaway at random. So again, please go to my Twitter, retweet my tweet that I am about to post, and then please participate in that if you guys are interested in that. So yeah, that is just about it. So guys, again, please go to my Twitter if you want to participate in the giveaway. And other than that, please have a great day, guys. If you guys want to support this company, go and purchase the Cold War Era on Steam. They are actually a very cool company. This game is pretty fun. I do actually believe it has multiplayer. No, it actually does not. It has campaign, space race, 50 good scores, and credits. Here are the credits for the game. Max Sprin is actually the producer of the game. He is actually the game designer as well, and he is the one who contacted me. So massive shout out to Max Sprin. We have Dmitry Vavilov, who is the Unity developer, because this game actually does run on Unity. And then we have Sergey Sisley, who created the map, the 3D and the 3D things and animation for the game. So, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. And guys, I will see you guys in the next one. I am possibly going to live stream Power and Revolution soon after this, so please come to the channel to catch that. And again, go to Twitter, and I will actually post it. Alright, I just released the tweet now, So guys, go to my Twitter and retweet that post that I just released on my Twitter if you want to participate in the giveaway. So without further ado, guys, I will see you guys in the next one, and take care, have a great night, and I will see you guys later.